Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back to Classic and Traffic TV. It's your boy O. Listen, today I just want to cover a little bit on the P.Diddy Trial. Everybody's talked about it. Everybody's covered it. I just want to speak my perspective on certain things that happened in the 90s. With me being the 80s baby, I saw a lot of it. I witnessed a lot of it. I don't condone any of it. It was a lot of foolishness. There was a lot of things going on that was swept under the rug, you know? And I think we should talk about it on the channel. So first off, let's talk about the Cassie situation. Not her per se, but just with her being so young at the time. And, you know, in the 90s, a lot of that was going down. It was like a thing, you know, and it wasn't a good thing. I was, you know, I had a few friends that, you know, were really into older guys for their own personal reasons. I won't say, but it was a lot of it going on, and you know, it's in the 90s. It was things were pretty wild, you know, a lot of untamed situations, a lot of foolery, you know, especially, you know, dealing with young girls and older men and vice versa. And it was to the eye, it was a mutual thing, because I was watching my young homegirls. They were actually after older men on purpose. They were going, everybody was going through this phase. They wanted to do, you know, they wanted to be older and deal with older people. Like, it was a thing. It really was. And it wasn't just, it was a big deal. It was a big deal. So, with that being said, you know, having money to, and adding that money to the equation at a time like that, you're liable to see some of the most disrespectful things that you could even imagine. And sometimes with the younger girls being the aggressor. And I don't condone any of it. I don't accept any of it. I just wanted to speak my piece on it. I wanted to just give a little insight of what I saw growing up during that time period in the 90s, mid 90s. So other than that, like I said, adding money to an equation of a reckless time period could cause major chaos, because that's what it was. It was chaotic fun, you know, and everybody was doing it. Everybody was doing it, young and old. I'm sorry, it's just the facts. And I can't put it any plainer. I don't believe he was sex trafficking anybody. I'm gonna take that back. I'll just say he was doing things that he know as a grown man he shouldn't have. I wasn't there. I don't know. I'm just saying I saw a lot of it in the 90s myself. The freak offs, the parties, you know, orgies, young girls. It was consensual. What made it so dangerous is that a lot of young girls wanted that. They gravitated to that. I didn't understand. I was young myself, but I saw it. I saw it firsthand. Everybody was doing it, young and old. And I remember a lot of times, young girls, I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. It was a crazy time. The 90s was a crazy time in our lives. You know, if you was getting money and you was, you know, you was that dude, it was going down and they were coming for you. Some had the heart to say no because they knew better, But some wanted that attention from those young girls. They wanted that. It was crazy. On both ends. It was crazy that the young girls wanted older guys so bad at that time. It was a phase. It was a phase. It really was. It was a phase. It was like it, and it was like the thing to do. All I'm saying is just that, you know, it was a time where things were different. And when you had money, it was different. If you got money now, it's different. Except you got the older women now that's acting like the young girls. But on a serious note, I don't condone any of this foolishness, you know. Any sex crimes, any things of that nature. I'm a man of respect. I have daughters, and I just wanted to take time out to address the situation, because I'm all too familiar with it. All of it. Some of it I won't speak about. But yeah, it was a crazy time. The 90s, you know? It was wild. It was wild. Everybody was wild. All of us. But it just, you know, it takes a man to be able to handle himself better, you know? But you know, some people will, you know, everybody have their own opinion. You know, some people will be like, you know, he's so wrong. But, and he is. Don't get it confused. He is. But young girls in the 90s were different. Girls in the 90s were different. They wanted the party. They wanted the guy with the money. They wanted the guys with the cars. It didn't matter if he was young or old. They wanted that life. They gravitated to the life. They wanted to travel. They wanted to ride around and fly cars and go shopping. Just like nothing changed. The years. That's all. Only thing changed was the years, man. That's it. Everything else continued on. But you had to be there to understand. You really did. But that's my take on it. I just stopped through to drop, you know, my opinion, my take on all of this, you know. A small, brief portion of it, you know. And let you know how I feel, you know. Let me know in the comments how y'all feel. If you haven't watched the trial, if you haven't seen what's going on, go check it out. But he was found not guilty. He was found not guilty, by the way. So, let that sink in. It's your boy O, man. Thanks for tuning in. It's Classic in Traffic. Until next time, we out.